Once you think they are out, they pull you back in. In a span of less than 24 hours, the A's made some noise in the AL West, picking up 2 games on the Texas Rangers by beating up on a struggling Angels team. Today, Vin Mazzaro takes the hill at the Coliseum as the Athletics go for the much-needed sweep. Vin has been solid versus the Angels this season, going 1-0 with an ERA at 3. It's holiday weekend baseball from the East Bay. A's, Angels next. A special day at the ballpark. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Day here at the Coliseum, and the A's are going for the sweep of the Angels, and the A's have picked up 2 games in the last 2 days, so they stand 8 back of the Texas Rangers. The Rangers are finishing up the series in Minnesota. We'll keep a close eye on that game this afternoon. So that is the standings in the AL West as we get set for the 3rd and final game of this series. It's the Angels and the Athletics right here at Comcast Sportsnet, California. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball, along with Ray Fosse. I'm Glenn Kuiper. A's going for the sweep. Yesterday, a 3-1 win for the A's, and Ray, handful of clutch hits. Yeah. Trevor Cahill was not sharp, but he ends up getting the win. He did what he had to do to get the victory yesterday. And
another base running mistake by the Angels, something we're not accustomed to seeing, but it happened first and second, 3-2. Watch the spin move by Trevor Cahill. Cayespo was going too quickly. That turned out to be a very big out. He ran into an out, basically. All he had to do was wait, but the A's got out of it. Then Jack Cuss, an RBI single. The 3 runs scored yesterday by the A's all came with 2 out hits. The last one by Mark Ellis. But there's no doubt for Trevor Cahill, 3rd consecutive game, he was not that sharp. However, he has 2 wins. Again, a pitcher learning how to pitch when he does not have his best stuff. He walked 6 yesterday. Still did not give up a run and picked up his 15th win.
Well, the A's need Vin Mazzaro to get back on track. He has not won a game since the 24th of July. His last outing, Ray, he got knocked around pretty good in New York.
Well, their first inning, no doubt, has been very tough on Vin Mazzaro. But if he's going to follow the other 4, and these guys kind of piggyback each other, he needs to get his ERA below 4. The rest of the guys do. He's the only starter above 4 with an earned run average. He has quality stuff. Get him through the first inning. Use the hard slider, the hard fastball, and get him some run support, and he can win a ball game and get back to 500.
Ervin Santana will pitch for the Angels. He's 11-3 in his career against the Athletics. So Mazzaro and Santana in the series finale with the A's going for the sweep on Breast Cancer Awareness Day at the Coliseum. We'll have lineups and first pitch in just a moment.
To you by AT&T. Find out what's possible with the nation's fastest mobile broadband network. AT&T. Rethink possible. And by Corona. Relax and refresh with Corona and Lime.
Welcome back to the Coliseum on a gorgeous Sunday afternoon for baseball. And the A's going for the sweep of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. A's have yet to take the field. When they do, they will be led by Vin Mazzaro, starting pitcher this afternoon. Game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission is free and the boardwalk is open daily. 73 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. And on September 5th, it's a good month.
September, October. In summer, it's good. That's right.
A's take the field, so we're just moments away from first pitch for this afternoon. A's won on Friday night by a score of 8-0. A's won yesterday afternoon by a final score of 3-1. So great pitching in this series for the Athletics. And this is the lineup that Vin Mazzaro will face today for the Angels. Callaspo at third, Kendrick at second, Bobby Abreu in left, Troy Hunter in right, Hideki Matsui the DH, Mike Napoli at first, Eric Ibard short. And then it's the catcher, Jeff Mathis, and the center fielder, Reggie Willits. A starting defense is brought to you by Black Diamond Brewing Company. Larish, Crisp, and Davis, left, center, and right. Third to first, it's Kuzmanov, Pennington, Ellis, and Barton. And Landon Powell behind the plate today. Vin Mazzaro looking to get back to the 500 mark. He is 6-7.
Well, he's had a couple of starts against the Angels this year. Won a big win, so he'd like to duplicate that today as he makes his 18th start of this season. Of course, came up, was in the bullpen for 3 appearances. Home 2-1 record. As we mentioned, get through the first inning. You know, I was thinking about that, and everybody saying, well, what do you do to try to get through a tough first inning? All kinds of solutions, and maybe you start throwing earlier. I remember Brett Tomko when he was here. He would actually go out with the team and stretch. Pitchers, when they're starting, usually stay in the clubhouse. And there are the numbers. The first 45 pitches for Vinny. Great shot there of his average versus after that. But Tomko was very rare as a starting pitcher, would go out and be with the guys on the field the game he was pitching. He said, I don't want to sit in the clubhouse.
So he would not change his routine on his day.
He'd go out and he said, I want to stay loose and stretch with the guys and be out. And even the other players, what are you doing here? You're pitching tonight. Well, but it helped him. Picked up his 100th win last year in his last start against the Rangers. They're playing this afternoon, too.
Yes, they are. They got a wild one going early on in Minnesota. We'll keep you updated on that. First pitch of the game to Callaspo is up and away. The Twins with a 3-2 lead over the Rangers, top of the third. Twins jumped out 2-0. Rangers bounced right back to tie at 2-2, and now it's 3-2. The A's 8 games back. Angels 10.5 back of the Texas Rangers. So at the beginning of our show, we said, just when you think they're done, not quite yet. So the A's have picked up 2 games in 2 days.
But it's important because Ervin Santana has had tremendous numbers against the A's. You do not want to help them, especially in the first inning for Vin Mazzaro. So maybe this is the day that it turns around. His first inning gets off to a good start. Santana looking on, hoping for some run support to start this game.
So full count to Callaspo with Kendrick in the on-deck circle. That one's driven to left center, but playable for Coco Crisp. And there's out number 1. That's Alan Porter. He's calling balls and strikes this afternoon. The crew chief Tim McClelland is down at first. Adrian Johnson at second. Mike Malinsky at third. So Kendrick steps in. First pitch strike to the Angels' second baseman. Mazzaro right back to Mazzaro, and he grabs it. Well, the Angels have lost 9 of their last 12, so they have really picked a bad time to struggle, and that is exactly what they did.
Vin Mazzaro perfect with Callaspo, 3-2. Just threw a ball down the middle of the plate and got a fly ball, and then Kendrick jammed him on a fastball running in on his hand. So it looks today like Mazzaro has that typically very good movement on his fastball. You can feel sorry for the Angels, but don't feel sorry for them. The A's are trying to win, and just as soon as you feel that you're going to feel sorry for a team that can just jump up and bite you, you don't want to take a chance on that. Just they're a very good team, and get them while they're down. They still have games the last week of the season in Anaheim. 3 against the Angels, 4 against the Mariners the final week of this 2010 season.
Angels' struggle started in July. They went 9-17 in July. They went 11-16 in August. And they have not been able to recover. It's funny, too, they had a terrific month of June, so they were rolling. And then July hit in August. One-two to Bobby Abreu, and he pops it up. Kuzminov racing into foul territory. He's on the 11-yard line, and he's got it. Side retired. Kept his feet in bounds. He made the play. So 3 up, 2 down inning for Vin Mazzaro.
And the third base, number 12, Mike Gallego.
So score bottom of the first inning. And interesting, Tim McClellan, the crew chief who's umpiring at first, ran all the way over to the A's dugout. And what he's doing is he's looking at a glove. And I think it's Mazzaro's glove. And kind of the brand tag up on top around the wrist is kind of silver, and it looks like it's letting off a glare of some sort. And McClellan went over there, and he was looking at it. I think he said, you got to change that, because now it looks like the glove's being taken in.
Or get a marker, black marker,
exactly.
and mark over it. There's just a glare.
But it's kind of a silver, and it was letting off a glare as he lifted it up to the sun in front of the dugout. So Coco Crisp to lead it off. And Irvin Santana's first pitch is in for a strike.
I did not know who was, whether it was the Angels who alerted crew chief, or if they just something. The hitters had to have complained when they went back to dugout, maybe, because crew chief Tim McClellan is at first base today.
See the silver right there. And that is what they were complaining about.
Vinny would like to say what happened to the other starts. He's pitched a lot of day games.
Center fielder Reggie Willits in and over. He's got it. Coco Crisp is out. Let's take a look at the Angels lineup for today. Or the A's lineup, excuse me. You saw Crisp, followed by Barton, Kuzminov, Cust, Ellis, Larish, Davis, Howe, and Pennington. So Kevin Kuzminov hitting in the third spot. Defensively for the Angels, Abreu, Willits, and Hunter in the outfield. Callaspo, Ibar, Kendrick, Napoli on the infield. Jeff Mathis is the catcher.
14-game winner Ervin Santana, 28th start for the very good right-hander. How about the bottom line? A's career 11-3, 173 earned run average, 24 home runs. Kind of surprising if you think about the way he pitches. 182 hits and 180 innings, so pitching out of the stretch a lot. But he has a very good fastball, about 94, 95, but the cutter slider that he throws and will throw anytime has ever since he got to the big leagues.
The A's have hit Santana a little better this year. He has made 2 starts. And the A's have 6 earned runs off him in 11 innings in those 2 starts. He has won 1 and lost 1 this year. But he always seems to have his good stuff against the Athletics. He was 1-1 against them last year, but those are the 2 starts this year. One-two pitch to Derek Barton. Down and in. Barton, 281 with 8 homers, 47 RBIs. Santana's last start was a good one. He beat the Seattle Mariners 5-3. In Seattle, he gave up just 2 runs in 7 2/3 innings, and he didn't walk anybody. 3-2 pitch is hit toward left center, hit pretty well, but Abreu has room. Willits comes over now, and it's going to be Willits who makes the catch right near the warning track.
Check out our keys to the game brought to you by Toyota. A's 31, Angels 4 last 4 games. That's one score. That's hard to believe. A win for Big Dan. A sweep would be sweet. Oh, Dallaire is the best at writing on Sundays, isn't it? Good.
He does his best work on Sundays.
Unbelievable. Maybe the day off. I bet he spent all kinds of time yesterday in front of a computer writing the keys and the T's.
Keys and the T's. Kuzminov swings at the first pitch, gets jammed and pops it up. Mathis makes the catch. Kuzminov fires his bat to the ground in disgust, and the A's go quietly in the first. Second inning, no score. Torrey Hunter will lead it off for the Angels. Tim McClellan checking on the glove, which was fixed. I don't know what the A's did. It looked like maybe they put some black tape over that area that was giving off the glare.
Electrical tape.
Should be taken care of.
Just hope it doesn't mess with his mind. I don't have my security blanket there. Swinging 3-0, Torrey Hunter.
The only run the Angels have scored in this series was Torrey Hunter's home run yesterday.
I had it down 3-0. Jeez, I missed a pitch already.
Slowly hit toward Kuzminov, who charges. On the run, Torrey Hunter is retired, 1 out. Angels in the first 2 games, just that 1 run on just 10 hits.
Batting in 5th position, designated hitter, number 55,
Gio Gonzalez, Trevor Cahill.
Matsui.
Well, they had
Both fighting control issues, but both shutout innings.
And that's the amazing thing, and that's the great thing about young pitchers. And first 2 games of the series, that's exactly what we've seen. And for Cahill, really 3 in a row, starting with Cleveland, New York, and then here against the Angels. But, boy, if you can... I asked Kurt Young yesterday about so many changeups thrown by Cahill. And he said because his fastball didn't have control. He walked 6 batters. So he had to go to his changeup a little bit more. But Gio, just 4 of 24 first pitch strikes on Friday night. But shutout baseball. Talking a little hitting with Eric Chavez, who is in uniform once again this afternoon.
Gio's win, his 13th of the year on Friday night, and Cahill's win yesterday, his 15th. Line drive and a base hit to left field for Hideki Matsui.
Well, Matsui yesterday had a few opportunities. First 2 at bats, ended up leaving 5 on base. But he got big outs whenever he had 2 outs and runners on base. Our Ultra Mo is brought to you by the Evergood Sausage Company, and that is a great shot of Hideki Matsui, a power hitter. Called him Godzilla in Japan, but a fastball away, moving away from him, took it perfectly to left field.
The Napoli hits. Probably wouldn't realize it, but Hideki Matsui leads the Angels in runs batted in with 73. He's had a pretty decent year for them. I think the problem for Matsui is that his numbers are going to be compared to Vladimir Guerrero's numbers, who he replaced as the DH. And Guerrero's having really a terrific season for the Rangers.
Well, it's a little bit unfair, but I know exactly what you're saying. Is Napoli going for a pitch out of the strike zone, very powerful hitter. But you look at Vladimir Guerrero, the way the hitters around him have hit to get on base and give him the opportunity to drive in as many runs as he has.
It's popped up, and that'll reach the seats.
Rangers keep losing guys. Can't play.
Yeah, Hamilton's out.
So Elvis Andrus out a little bit. Cliff Lee might not make a start Tuesday.
They did get Kinsler back recently, so he's back in their lineup.
And Nelson Cruz. So those 2 guys have been on the DL. People might think that's down low, but it's actually disabled list. DL.
On the down low. The Rangers have lost 5 of their last 7 as they try to avoid this sweep in Minnesota. After that series, Texas will go to Toronto for a 4-game series, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Last night, or yesterday, the Twins won 12-4. Jim Thome with a couple of home runs. 583 and 584 in his career. Boy, he's having a terrific season for the Twins.
He'll come back next year and join the 600 home run club.
But as we are into the first week of September, the race is pretty good. Yankees with a 2.5 game lead over the Rays. That's in the East. Twins with a 3.5 game lead in the Central. Of course, we know what's going on in the AL West. Napoli bounces it. Kuzminov dives, can't get it. Pennington juggles, but he has time to get the out at second base. Matsui not running very well, so Pennington was able to get the out there. Napoli aboard on the fielder's choice.
What could have been a possible double play with Napoli not really that fast. But once it was bobbled by Pennington, then Mark Ellis became a first baseman, just stretching to make sure one out at second base. And Pennington did not really hurry himself either, knowing that there was no chance to turn two. The key is to get one out and the lead runner.
Swing and a miss by Eric Ibar, the switch hitter. 262, 5 homers, 27 runs batted in for Ibar. Good fastball on the inside corner, and it's 0-2.
The Rays must have been inspired when they saw that final go up. The Yankees lost a game, actually ended their winning streak. Toronto 7-3, and the Rays were down 7-4. Now
they're losing.
They were down 8-2. Yeah, so
they're coming back. Coming back. What you're saying.
Exactly.
The Yankees indeed finally lost.
Alex Rodriguez, did he return today? Was he in the lineup? He was. Did they lost?
He's killing that squad.
He had an unbelievable record while he was out. He comes back and in their winning streak.
Ibar bounces it foul. And knowing the New York media, somebody will write that. Are the Yankees better off with A-Rod out of the lineup?
And actually, Alex said himself, but I'm no hurry. I'm not hurrying to come back because I don't want to disrupt
I don't blame him. Make sure you're healthy, too.
Yeah.
So we'll keep an eye on all those games in the American League and in the National League. There's some tight races. Braves and the Phillies going at it in the East. Just a one-game Atlanta lead. Cincinnati and St. Louis playing right now. St. Louis with a 4-2 lead in the 8th, but they are still 8 games back in the Central. Runner goes, and another foul. Padres continue their major slide. They have lost 9 in a row. And now the Giants just 2 back, and the Rockies just 5.5 back. So things are slipping a little bit in San Diego. The Padres, I read somewhere where they had not lost more than 3 in a row all year. So they really had not had a tough stretch. And they may have picked a bad time to have a tough stretch at the beginning of September. Shallow center field, crisp racing in, and it's going to fall. Napoli's going to be allowed to go to third as there were 2 outs, so he was moving on the play. So Ibar bloops one into center field.
Off the end of the bat. After fouling off 3, fell behind 0-2. 6-pitch at bat resulted in a base hit to center. As Coco Crisp put up the hand to decoy, but tough with 2 outs because Napa's going to run on contact. Able to get to third.
So here's Jeff Mathis, the catcher. Scoring chance for the Angels here in the second. Mathis 0 for 3 in the series. The Red Sox leading the White Sox 4-3 in the 8th inning. Red Sox trying to avoid the 3-game sweep. It's funny this time of year when you're a long ways back and you really cannot afford to lose a whole lot of more games. See the Red Sox game. 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. Jonathan Papelbon's in the game. There's a strike. 1-1 to Mathis.
All the manager has to do is say, guys, season's over October 3rd. October 3rd, unless.
Yeah.
So you're going to do whatever you have to maybe extend the season.
Red Sox 10 games back in the division, so they're not going to win the division. They're 7.5 back in the wild card, and that's a big game for the White Sox as well. Just a bit low. Ibar trots down to second base.
Well, I knew the A's were not going to be throwing, not having anybody cover. That's why they faked the third and looked to first, maybe to catch Ibar running early, which he did not.
So Ibar gets a stolen base, and that may be the easiest stolen base of his career. It's his 19th of the season. Now second and third. Mathis checks his swing, pitch just a bit high. 3-1. Reggie Willits on there.
Pitch was up and no swing.
And another pitch that's a bit high, and Mathis again checks his swing. So the bases are loaded with 2 outs. The first walk issued by Mazara.
Back-to-back fastballs up and out of the zone. And of course, that's an indication just not following through. Slider might get him to do that, but this might not be the guy to throw a slider. Reggie Willits, a slap hitter. Well, Larish in left field can really come in. Try to bring him in from left field because Willits is not going to hit it over his head. And boy, right now there's a lot of space between the infielders and that Larish in left.
Yeah, he is playing pretty deep.
And they're starting to bring him in. Keep coming. Go to the 10-yard line right on the corner.
You know, I was thinking 10-yard line just like you were. Get to the marker.
Still a lot of room. Still a lot of room. Giving him a lot of credit to hit with power. Actually, Rajay and right and Crisp in center playing a lot more shallow.
Inside to Reggie Willits. Now it's 2-0.
Well, they got through the first 12 pitches in a 1-2-3. Ground ball, 2 fly ball outs. Maybe the double play that wasn't turned turns out to be very critical now with 2-0 to Willits.
So the meeting is quickly over as Kurt Young trots back to the dugout. Napoli at third, Ibar at second, Mathis at first. So Willits, a guy who's going to chase pitches a whole lot. Slaps that one foul.
Surprised he was swinging. Of course, it's tough to give a guy a take, especially in this situation. You might not get a better pitch to hit 2-0, but to be able to get the fastball and yet not get around on it and pull it or actually hit it over the third base dugout.
Another foul ball, and it's 2-2. So Mazara has come right back. Right to Coco Crisp, who reaches up, makes the catch, and the Angels leave them loaded in the top of the second. Bottom of the second coming up, it'll be Cust, Ellis, and Larish. No score.
Announced that a total of, drum roll, $70,650 has been raised in the fight against breast cancer thanks to Big O Tires, Continental Times, Ross Dress for Less, State Roofing Systems, and Xfinity, and to everyone who supported this special day. Over 70,000.
Jack Cust to lead it off, and the first pitch to Cust is a strike. 12th annual Breast Cancer Awareness Day here at the stadium. And over those 12 years, Ray, more than $1.14 million has been raised for breast cancer education and research thanks to this day and the Oakland Athletics. So it's nice to see all the people on the field. Over 500 Bay Area breast cancer survivors out on the field today. Pop up behind third. Ibar with the shift out a long ways to go, and he makes the catch. He was playing the shortstop position, and on the move, he made the play. Here are the 500 breast cancer survivors forming the Cuban ribbon out on the field. So a special day at the ballpark. And like I said, it's great to see cancer survivors anyway. 500 of them today at the ballpark. And now they're going to sit back and enjoy the ball game. Cheer for the A's to finish off the sweep of the Angels. Ellis swings at the first pitch and drives him to right center. Willits back there quickly. He makes the catch.
Pretty good indication what the A's think about Ervin Santana pitching and his ability to throw strikes. You can see a fastball. First pitch, jump on it. Because with his slider, cutter slider, it's outstanding that he will throw at any count.
So here's Larish. Larish takes a strike down around the knees. Santana has retired the first 5 in the ball game. Santana has bounced back this year from what was a disappointing 09 season. He was on the disabled list twice in 09. But a 14-game winner here in 2010, and he has retired the first 6 Athletics in this afternoon's ball game. We head to the third. No score. A's Angels. Riders As broadcasters, it's our office. Top of the order for the Angels. Callaspo, Kendrick, and Abreu. Swing and a miss. An high fastball. So the count 1-1. Maybe it wasn't a fastball. 85 miles an hour. But it was up a little bit.
Change up, and Callaspo looking for the fastball. Did not get it. All the pitchers except Dallas Braden working on the changeup. Dallas Braden has an excellent one already.
He doesn't have to. He's got his down.
The other four just saying, please let me learn, teach me how.
Something close to his.
We'll see Dallas Braden's changeup again on Tuesday. Homestand continues. Mariners in town tomorrow night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. That's right. Tomorrow's a day game. I keep forgetting.
Oh, yeah.
It's a day game. That's right.
Leadoff walk to Callaspo.
And for the last Tuesday games, the smart fans driving to the game park for free. That will be this Tuesday. Chevy drivers can take advantage of a special ticket offer on these nights. Just show your Chevy car keys on the night of the game at the A's box office. And receive a field level game ticket for only $20, a savings of $6. The next Chevy free parking Tuesday is this Tuesday, the 7th, against the Mariners. That's following tomorrow's day game.
Bunted in the air, and Barton will play it on hop, and he'll throw to second and get the out there. So nice play by Barton. Once he played it on the hop, he didn't hesitate. He fired a strike to second. Doesn't look like a difficult play, but you still got to do it right.
Derek Barton loves to throw, and of course for him, not even thinking about the guy at first base, did he get a big jump? He's going to do it because he knows he has a strong arm. Cliff Pennington saying nice going. You can also, for details, visit OaklandAthletics.com. Just wanted to finish that, but I wanted to see the play develop and see the A's get the out.
See, now I would think, Ray, that's a frustrating play if you're the Angels, because Howie Kendrick, one of your best hitters, right? I think that's fair to say. Yeah. Very good hitter. I'm not saying the strategy was wrong, but the fact is you wasted a Howie Kendrick at bat because he did not get the job done.
Yeah, I agree. And sometimes players take it upon themselves to do plays, make plays without giving a sign, giving a sign. Whether or not Kendrick is given the one sign or not, he is a very good hitter. Hits behind the run.
Exactly.
Very well to right field.
He wasted an open right side of the diamond. Abreu drives in right center. That's trouble. Nobody's going to get it, and that baby is gone. Bobby Abreu, a 2-run homer. So Abreu, his 17th of the year, and boy, he has been tough on the A's this year.
And as I mentioned, unfortunately, Vin Mazzaro seems to make one mistake a game, and becomes a costly mistake. Trying to go inside with a fastball. Look where it ends up. Back out over the plate for the extension of Bobby Abreu. And that's, again, a good pitch if you can start it in far enough to break it back over the corner. But this was left out and very quickly. These are down 2-0. The leadoff walk, although he was thrown out at second, it's scoring anyway.
Ray, that is Abreu's 6th home run against the A's this year. Abreu picks up RBI 68 and 69 on the season. Torrey Hunter on the ground to Pennington. Let's check out the ultramost swing of Bobby Abreu.
Well, it's a good one with the leg kick, keeps the bat back, and then explodes as the mistake is thrown. See the location belt high, a little bit out over the plate. Landon Powell had set up inside. Got the movement, but movement right in the middle of the plate for Abreu.
Matsui hits it hard, and it's into right field, the base hit. Found the hole. Matsui's 2 for 2.
Derek Barton starts after this ball and realizes he can't get to it, but Mark Ellis a little too close to second base. And play, it's always tough knowing where the second baseman's playing, because Derek Barton, of course, hindsight, would have been better to try to go after the ball, maybe even dive for it. He had a lot of topspin on it, kept going into right field.
So here's Mike Napoli, who reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning. Napoli 0 for 5 in the series. Checks his swing, pitch just a bit outside. Napoli hit 20 home runs last year. He had 20 home runs in 08. 21 this year. He does not get cheated, folks.
.30 pitches for Vin Mazzaro in the second inning after 12 in the first, and several more in this inning.
And that one's driven to left center. Crisp is racing back. He's near the wall, and that one's gone.
This is another 3-0 fastball.
3-0. You've been calling it lately, Ray.
Well, unfortunately, it's happening too often. Too often. And the location on the 3-0 fastball says hit me all over it. Maybe a little bit up, but he was not cheated. The pitch was there for him to extend in a 4-run inning.
So we've seen it a lot lately. Is there anything to it? I mean, could there be a scouting report that says, hey, they'll lay it in there on 3-0?
Well, I mean, typically 3-0 is
that's what pitchers do.
Pitchers
right?
will do, you know. But you know, starting with Tomey in Minnesota, Bautista here. If Bonser starts to get loose in the bullpen, and Nick Swisher in New York.
Yep.
We have Mike Napoli here. So I mean, it's.
Well, if you think about the people you're talking about, are you surprised Napoli swung 3-0?
No, absolutely not.
Swisher, left-handed hitter at Yankee Stadium. Are you surprised? No.
Bautista, the major league leader in home runs.
Tomey? Gosh, no.
Close to 600.
He's been fighting that sun, and he makes the catch. But big damage done by the Angels. They hit a pair of 2-run homers, Abreu and Napoli. And they lead 4-0. From now until October, 10,000 will win cash and prizes every day. Visit CashCreek.com for details. Angels get a couple of two-run homers in the top of the third to take a 4-0 lead. So the A's looking for their first hit. Santana has retired 6 in a row. He'll face Davis, Powell, and Pennington. First pitch strike.
And that was just his 17th pitch.
.269 the average for Rajai Davis with 5 homers and 43 runs batted in. 3 hits in the series. Stole his 41st base of the year on Friday night. That's tying his career high, which he set last year.
Said it was the perfect steal because said the pitcher just like it was in slow motion. You could see movement, you could see everything. It took off, and in that particular time we noted how his first step he was running full speed.
Santana looking in, he's set. 2-2 pitch to Davis. Just a bit low. They're going to the bottom of the 6th inning in Minnesota. Twins with that 3-2 lead still over the Rangers. Rajai Davis works the leadoff walk. First base runner for the Athletics.
Now batting, catcher, number 35, Landon Powell.
Well, Landon Powell steps in.
That has been swinging the bat well when he's played, and not a lot to show for it, so maybe today will be the day that he puts on a good swing against Santana. He's pitching on the stretch for the first time.
Rajai Davis takes off. Throw to second base. Not in time. There's a new career high for Rajai Davis, his 42nd stolen base.
And a page out of the book of the Angels' Mike Scioscia. You're down by 4. You don't sit around waiting for the big, long home run. Santana, high leg kick, and no chance for Jeff Mathis, although a strong throw. Rajai with a head-first slide. Watch this knee in ultra mode, the contact in the right or left knee for Rajai Davis. That's why you wear helmets.
Ibar trying to hold Rajai Davis on. Second in the American League is Rajai Davis with those 42 steals now. Juan Pierre has 53, so it's going to take a little something for Rajai Davis to catch Pierre. Carl Crawford has 41. Brett Gardner has 40.
Well, Ricky Henderson sure very proud of what Rajai Davis has done this year. Ricky in spring training and working with the base stealers and the players in general, and they're running. What a great season it's been for the A's, especially in the running game.
Well, not only is Rajai Davis very, very fast, we know that, but he's a very good base stealer.
It's getting better and better. And
there's guys who are fast, but they're not good base stealers.
And Rajai said today about his stolen bases, just have to get on base more. The more you get on, the more he has a chance to steal.
Cliff Pennington in the on-deck circle. He's trying to get on the board here in the third. And that one's hit hard. Right field, the base hit. Here comes Torrey Hunter, and he juggles it, and he's not even going to make a play as Rajai Davis speeds home, and the A's are on the board. It's 4-1. that little juggle, and Hunter really lost any chance he may have had to have a play at the plate.
Well, a similar pitch that Mike Napoli hit for a home run. Landon Powell hitting this, maybe I thought initially too hard. As there was going to be a play at the plate, Mike Gallego, no hesitation with the ground ball to right field, sending Rajai Davis, and Rajai just kind of running in balance. You see his arms and his hands out, just keeping his balance. That's the way I did.
That's right.
Sure.
That was Ray Fosse. Rounded in third.
It hold me up for I took one step from second. 62% of shutdown innings for Santana. In his last start against the A's on June 10th, Santana retired the first 7. Before Cliff Pennington got on, the A's ended up winning that game 6-1. Rajai, the 7th batter today, did not retire him. Stolen base. A's have a run.
Pennington 254 with 4 homers, 38 runs batted in. Pennington hits one to right field, hits it pretty well, but Hunter is going to get back there, and he makes the catch. Hunter was playing very shallow, so he had to get back. He had plenty of time. Sounds strange saying Torrey Hunter in right field. So used to seeing him in center.
Even with Borges, the rookie, not playing center today, gets the day off. It's Willett in center, leaving Torrey Hunter in right. 9-time Gold Glover in center field. First since '99 in right field.
Coco Crisp takes an off-speed pitch for a strike. Crisp hit a fly ball to center field in the first inning. Now 1 for 8 in this series. He has just 6 hits in his last 42 at-bats. Hit to Napoli, who handles that big hop, steps in the bag. Crisp is retired, and that's out number 2. Powell to second. All right, here's our trivia question for today, and it's brought to you by, as always, AT&T. Who was the first and who was the last player in Oakland history to lead the American League in walks? Who was the first and who was the last? Derek Barton's got a very good shot to do that this year. He's got 92 walks ahead of Batista. So Barton just refuses to, for the most part anyway, swing at pitches out of the strike zone.
It'd be nice if he could get a 2-run walk, as in a 2-run home run walk.
Barton's 6th in the American League on base percentage, .399. Up and away, and it's 2-0.
Landon Powell at second base, of course, not being held. Nobody really paying attention to him. But he has a chance to get halfway to third base. And Barton hits a base hit in the outfield. Mike Gallego aggressively sending Rajai Davis. Will he do the same with Landon Powell? He does have a stolen base this year. I mean, for a season, Landon Powell. How was your year? How was your baseball season? Well, let's see. I caught a perfect game, and the next couple of days I stole second. Enough said. Enough said.
Both pretty good feats.
Absolutely. And happening in such a short amount of time. Doing a great job when Kurt Suzuki gets the day off, and Landon Powell are relegated to the backup row, and he's doing a very good job in that capacity.
Strike to Barton to make it 3-1. Kuzminoff in the on-deck circle. Another fastball for a strike, and now it's 3-2. Updated score from Target Field. The Twins have a rally going in the bottom of the 6th. They've scored 1 to make it 4-2. They get runners on second and third and 1 out against C.J. Wilson. That one in the dirt, and there's walk number 93 on the season.
That was an interesting pitch sequence. 3 out of the strike zone. Butcher's going to visit Santana as Kevin Kuzminoff is scheduled hitter. But he threw him 3 fastballs, not one close. Throws 2 fastballs for strikes. Very good pitches, pretty good pitches to hit. Barton took them. Threw him a slider, 3-2. Oh. And you got a guy leading the American League of Walks. You think he's going to chase?
No.
He's not out swinging. He doesn't swing at a 3-0, 3-1 fastball. I actually think he's going to swing at a slider. It's not even close.
Could it be that he'd rather face Kuzminoff than Barton?
Once he got to that point of 3-2, probably thinking that, but you'd say that maybe 3-1 he would be thinking that. How about this? Young lady is a
sounds good.
Yeah. Doing the PA, Dick Callahan.
First pitch to Kuzminoff is hit on the ground. And third baseman Callaspo grabs it, steps in the bag, side retired. He's going to run on Landon Powell's RBI hit. On to the 4th. It's 4-1. The last player in Oakland history to lead the American League in walks. Gene Tenace, 110 in 1974, and Jack Cust led the American League in walks in 2008 with 111.
But Gene Tenace, of his 110 walks in 74, I could probably think of maybe 30 pitches he could have hit home runs.
Really?
That close. He had an exceptional eye. I mean, to the point that if it was a quarter of an inch outside, he had such a reputation for knowing the strike zone. It was going to be a ball. And we'd say, Gino, swing at it.
Let it rip, baby.
He said, you got a better chance of getting hit than I do, or Green maybe, so swing at it. But he just, it's kind of like Jack Cust, and it's not a coincidence that those two, first and the last, but, exceptional knowledge of the strike zone. And just one of those things of, when you say expand the zone, it's hard to do for certain hitters.
Reached for by Mathis, and the count is 1-2. The Twins have the bases loaded in the bottom of the 6th with 1 out, leading 4-2 over the Texas Rangers. Hit hard to Pennington. Mathis is retired. 1 away in the top of the 4th, and Reggie Willits will hit.
Now batting.
The Cardinals beat the Cincinnati Reds 4-2, so St. Louis takes 2 out of 3 in that series, and they had to at least take 2 out of 3, so they pick up a game. Cardinals now 7 back of the Reds in the National League Central. In the NL East, both the Braves and the Phillies both lost. So that remains a 1-game lead for Atlanta in the East. Phillies stopped their 5-game winning streak. Red Sox 5, White Sox 3, 9th inning at Fenway.
And Buck Showalter just won his 900th career game and had another one today as they held on to defeat Tampa Bay. That's a tough loss for Tampa Bay after seeing the Yankees lose. A chance to pick up a game on the first place Yankees. Buck Showalter's got the Orioles playing this year. Of course, the biggest concern, obviously, is next year. And you play well when you're out of it as badly as they have played all season, but it's great to see them playing well. For Showalter and the organization, they want to see the players continue into the 2011 season. Same for the Cubs, actually. Mike Quade doing a good job with the Cubs, and they're saying it's hard to judge a player in spring training and September or two.
Number 12, Alberto Castro.
Two outs for the top of the order. Callaspo. Fly ball to center field and a walk for Callaspo. Callaspo coming over from the Kansas City Royals. It was on the 22nd of July. Shallow right center. Ellis still going out, and Mark Ellis makes the catch, side retired. Mazzaro has a 3-up, 3-down inning, and we are going to the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Cust, Ellis, and Larry.
Do it.
Designated hitter, number 32.
Friday, September the 24th, the A's began their final home series of the season when they host the Rangers. First pitch 7:05, 10,000 fans that night will get a 2010 A's team photo. It's brought to you by Comerica Bank. Get tickets online at oaklandathletics.com or call 877-493-BALL. That is a special day because that's when the A's clinched the Western Division in 1975.
You were there.
I think he was born that night.
It's a good day for you all around.
Never forget it.
Yeah. Double celebration.
That's right.
Fosse House. Ellis and Larish against Irvin Santana. A's broke through with a run off Santana in the 3rd. They have one hit, and that was the Landon Powell RBI single. Gus bounces one, and it gets through the shift, and it's a base hit.
That would have been very, very disappointing for Jack Cust had Howie Kendrick, after the ball, on the 35-yard line in shallow right field, gotten it up and made it close play at first. Jack would have been busting it down the line. He is sprinting. He knows. And he didn't come up with it, fortunately. Well, that's something when you have infielders playing on the outfield grass, you still can't get the ball. You know it's hit hard.
So here's Mark Ellis. First pitch strike. Ellis hit a fly ball to center field. His first at bat. He's 3 for 7 in the series. He has had 43 at bats in his career against Santana. 8 for 43.
Nice sound today. Bongos.
Way out left center field. Deep left center field. It's high and it's 1-2 to Ellis. Iceman in the house. Hits it hard. Ibar knocks it down, and he can't find it, and everybody's safe.
Wow. What looked like would be an easy tailor-made double play. Ibar, Mark Ellis, just like Jack Cust, crushed the ball. Absolutely crushed it. Ibar is going to get the air as it came up on him, but started kicking it around a little bit, maybe looking at second base to see where Jack Cust was, how much time he had. Instead of concentrating 100% on the baseball right now, that point. Don't look at the runner to see how much time you have. Just pick it up, watch his head look up, see where the runner is, and then dismiss the ball.
Right center field, and that's going to get down, and it's going to go to the wall. Larish is going to drive home 1. He's going to drive home 2. It's a 4-3 game.
Keep hitting the bongos because Jeff Larish liked the fastball he saw on the first pitch. And he did not miss it with Willis playing him at left center. Got out in front and pulled the ball. He's made it a close play at the plate. I thought Mark Ellis would come in standing up, but look at the block at home plate, at least the attempt by Jeff Mathis. Mike Gallegos saying, you got to score, make it a one-run game, and Mark Ellis pushing it all the way, and there's Mathis with his foot. Mark got him on the shin. So big hit by Larish.
Still nobody out here in the 4th.
This is Mathis just putting his foot there, and Mark, unfortunately for him, he hit his shin guard with his left shin. Hit the shin guard of the catcher. That's where you like to see what Kennedy did last year. We took his foot into the shin guard. Adam Kennedy, former Angel. I saw him do that last year. He just kicked the shin guard out from under the catcher.
2-0 to Rajay Davis, who walked, stole a base, scored a run in the 3rd. So the A's back in the game. It's 4-3.
See, Mark starts with his foot, but then the foot comes up, and there's the shin going into the hard shin guard. No chance for Mathis to make the put out, but at least too close to think about it.
That looks like it would hurt a little bit.
It hurts your shin, yes. Those shin guards are harsh, especially when the catcher's got his foot firmly planted on the plate.
So 2-2 is the count to Davis.
You know, it's always better. You're sliding in home with the catcher and the shin guards and the strong legs firmly planted instead of the head first, and take the chance of, you know, a lot of guys will slide head first and touch the plate with their hand, but God forbid something happened where they're hitting shin guard of the legs hard with their shoulder, their neck, their head. Hurts just thinking.
I know. Sounds like it does. You would know.
I got the wrong end of it.
Davis pops it foul down the right field line.
Rajai trying hard to go to right field to advance Larish to third. Just fundamental baseball. Napoli at the beginning was even with the bag thinking bunt. Now playing deep.
And now it's a full count. Single, an error, and a 2-run double. Strike 3 called. Rajai called out. Looked like a pretty good pitch.
Yeah, he's asking to swing because he started his swing, held it up, and from the asking, did I swing at it? But an outstanding breaking pitch, and this is a backup, a slider that backed up a little bit. Rajai started the swing, and I think you're right. I think it's called more of a good pitch, strike 3. Height was good enough. Rajai didn't really swing. And called strike 3 by home plate umpire.
Here's Landon Powell with 1 out.
I mentioned about the sliders in the fastball hitters counts. Throws a lot of them. Yeah.
Twins scored 3 times in the bottom of the 6th inning. They knocked C.J. Wilson out, so Twins 6, Rangers 2. Top of the 7th inning. Twins going for the sweep. The White Sox tied it up in the top of the 9th inning in Boston. How about that?
Papelbon blew the save after getting out. They got an insurance run. Just took the lead. Or no, they're just showing replays of maybe how they tied it.
Been away. Ramon Castro with a single that tied the game, knocking Papelbon out. Remember, said Papelbon came in the 8th inning, so he was trying to get a 5-out save. He could not do it. 2-0 fastball first strike.
Got out of the 8th with a 1-run lead. They added a run.
Yeah.
And still couldn't.
And the White Sox are still batting in the top of the 9th, and they have a couple runners on. Well, that would be a crushing loss for the Red Sox, who lost a doubleheader yesterday to the White Sox.
Powell hit a fastball his first at bat for a base hit. This time seeing a few more off-speed pitches from the right hand.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Santana, a couple of big strikeouts here in the 4th. Still not out of the woods yet as Pennington comes up.
The key here for the hitter is to hit him before you get to 2 strikes, because he's throwing the slider similar to the splitter slider that is thrown by Michael Wirtz. So slider goes down very quickly like a split finger fastball.
Pennington hit a fly ball to right field in the 3rd. Fastball first strike.
Santana's acting like his conversation with his catcher, Jeff Mathis, was let's strike the batters out and don't give our infielders and outfielders a chance.
He's pitching like he's a little ticked off. .60 pitches for Santana. The last couple innings have been the exact opposite of his first 2 innings, where he did not need a lot of pitches. Bounce to the right side, slowly hit. Kendrick grabs it, flips to Napoli, side, retired. Jeff Larish, a big hit, a 2-run double. Finds the gap in right center field. So we have played 4, it's 4-3. The Angels over the Athletics here in the top of the 5th inning. That was pitch number 75 for Vin Mazzaro. Bob Guerin not messing around. He's got Boof Bonser warming up again.
Yes.
Just in case Vinny gets in trouble.
Had the whole time, the whole inning.
Kuzminov, bare hand. Nice play against Kendrick.
Does anybody do that any better than Kuz? Did it yesterday at a critical time of the game. Kuz charging it. Again, gets a lot on his throw. Watch him throw underneath right there. After he catches the ball, make sure he has the grip, and a very accurate throw to first. In ultra mode, watch the hand. Open hand, completely grab the ball, try to make an adjustment with the index and middle finger on the right hand and throw. Look at the accuracy. Derek Barton doesn't even have to stretch. Got him by several steps. 6-time Gold Glover Eric Chavez will be the first to greet Kuz when he comes in. Nice play.
2-0 to Bobby Abreu. (3-0) to Bobby Abreu, who hit a 2-run homer in the 3rd, his 17th of the year. And the 3-0 pitch on the outside corner for a strike.
That's where you want the pitch. 3-0. Down and away with a little two-seam action.
Yep.
Instead of a four-seam, 87-mile-an-hour fastball in the middle. Another good one. This is a pitch that is a very hittable pitch by Bobby Abreu. Down over the plate a little bit as he tried to go inside.
Payout pitch to Abreu is just a bit low, I guess. So that is walk number 3 by Mazzaro.
I think Bobby Abreu sold this one.
Now batting.
He started out as soon as the pitch was approaching the plate. Height-wise, well, that could have been called a strike, and it has been today. Had plenty of the plate, the width. Deuce thought it was a strike.
Yes, he did.
Complaining again.
Runner goes, and Hunter rolls it foul. Bonser is now joined by Jerry Blevins. He's Torrey Hunter has grounded out twice, once to third and once to short. It's chopped, and it's just a foul. Kuzminov picks it up. Not running. That was drilled to left center field. That's going to get down, and it's going to roll all the way to the wall. They're waving Bobby Abreu home, and he will score. And just like that, the Angels get one of those runs back. It's 5-3.
And that's going to be the last pitch. An 0-2 fastball down the middle of the plate to Torrey Hunter, and man, that's a hard one because just score 2 runs, make it a 1-run game. And then a 1-out walk and an 0-2 fastball, and that quickly out of the game.
So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Los Angeles. Report from Raiders practice as they get ready for their opener against the Titans next Sunday. U.S. Open updates. A lot of U.S. Open news when we were in New York, because it was talk of the town at that point. So Jerry Blevins takes over, comes in to face the lefty Hideki Matsui.
I think they were all happy that a guy named Earl didn't come through.
Yeah, that's true.
Hurricane Earl became a nice guy and decided to go elsewhere.
Has it cooled off there? Boy, it was hot when we were there. Boy. Outside corner strike to Matsui. He was 2 for 2. A couple of singles. Scored a run. Bonser is ready. He's warmed up a couple times in the game. Torrey Hunter is the runner at second. He doubled in a run. Twins and Rangers have gone to the bottom of the 7th inning. Still 6-2 Minnesota. Very high on the infield. Margelis takes care of it, and that's the second out. Lots of sunshine today, so the infielders have their glasses on. They fight the sun a little bit. It's going to be a 1 at-bat performance for Jerry Blevins as he gets the left-hander Matsui, and now they'll go to Boof Bonser. So Bonser coming in, 5-3 Angels. Torrey Hunter at second base, 2 outs. And the A's bring in the right-hander Boof Bonser to face Napoli. So Blevins faces one hitter, does his job. He gets the left-handed hitting Matsui out.
At ERA at 4.73 because of the Texas game in which it blew double, or single, actually double to center field, drove in a couple of runs against Boof. Oh, what a pitch. Let's see if it's 1 out.
Margelis goes back. Rajay Davis comes racing in. Davis has it. Side retired. So Boof Bonser 1 pitch. He gets Napoli. Side retired. Angels get a run on Torrey Hunter's double. Bottom of the 5th coming up 5-3.
broadband on your computer when you're out of town. Visit OaklandAthletics.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere, and more. This is the time to have it. As we know, you're all watching right here on Comcast Sportsnet California in high definition. But when you can't, when you're traveling, turn on your computer, it's all right there.
Top of the order for the A's as they now trail 5-3. Breaking ball is low, 1-1. Top of the 8th now at Target Field. Twins 6, Rangers 2. White Sox have scored 4 times in the top of the 9th inning. They lead 7-5 at Boston.
Bases loaded walk like the go-ahead runner. Gordon Beckham.
Do you think there's some groaning going on at Fenway Park?
See how the Red Sox Nation is in Oakland next Friday.
Probably not quite as loud.
Well, they just need to continue to play good baseball, try to come back in this one. Bob Guerin managing. And a very good idea. And you get this time of the year, you look on the board and you see the team you're chasing is losing. 4 runs in the 8th inning. Have a chance to pick up another game. This is just the 5th inning.
Coco Crisp is 0 for 2. And that breaking ball just missed inside. 3-2, maybe a little bit high. Napoli charges, gets the hop, and he steps on the bags. Coco Crisp is 0 for 3, and that gets us to our Subway Eat Fresh Ask Len and Ray question. You can log on to csncalifornia.com to post your question. Fred from Modesto asks, when a catcher and pitcher cross signals, what is the main reason?
It's
the pitcher's fault. Like that, huh?
Of course. The main reason is that signs are so simple. I have to say that signs are very simple. And it's got to be a lack of concentration, or if a pitcher has a difficult time seeing the signs from a catcher, you'll see the catcher either paint his fingernails white or put white tape over the knuckles.
Javier Abreu makes the catch. All right, so give me an honest answer. More often than not, whose fault is pitcher?
I've only heard of one catcher who actually forgot the sign that he gave, and he got crossed up, and obviously his fault. But it's rare. I think it's very rare that a catcher, puts the sign down. He knows what he's doing, but there can be difficult signs which you could understand where there'd be cross-ups, but they try to make them as simple as possible. Third base coach giving the sign, same for a catcher. Simple as possible, just because you don't want cross-ups. You don't want missed signs. If you're a catcher, you don't want to get crossed up, but you're going to take the brunt of the whole thing. A broken finger is usually occur from a foul tip. A cross-up, you might get hit someplace where you're not protected because you're looking for one pitch and the other comes. And the worst is if you're looking for a curveball and you get a fastball, there's no movement. I've been there. I received that, and it doesn't feel good.
Kuzmanov gets a new bat.
But Kurt Suzuki
hanging out.
Yeah, and Joey Devine next to, in between Kurt and Michael Wirtz. You see Joey Devine and Josh Outman both here. Joey down there wishing he was on the roster so he could get in the game.
1-1 to Kevin Kuzmanov, who's 0 for 2. He swings wildly at a hard slider. Well, we hope Joey Devine is a big part of the 2011 Athletics. They can be fans of only one guy, Kevin Kuzmanov. Boy, wouldn't it be nice to put Joey Devine out in that bullpen?
Well, and Josh Outman's confident he's going to go in the offseason and get prepared for next spring. But you can never have too much pitching, and Josh Outman unfortunately had surgery and finished with a good record.
Kuzminov, that time he got a breaking ball that was much more hittable, and he has a base hit, but
what did he do?
He didn't get very far down the first base line. Steve Sales is going to trot out. It looks like it may be his back right now. Of course, I'm guessing, which I shouldn't do, but he's just got that walk. I've had that walk before. You probably have too. The bad back.
Well, he got a hanging breaking ball. When did this happen? Big swing. Twist, and then as he turned to head to first base, grabbed it right in the back, right in the middle of the back. So he got some interchangeable parts. Larish is in left field today. He could go to third. Tollison. Let's just hope Kuz is okay, because he's been a big part of the A's lineup defensively and obviously swinging the bat, leading the club in home runs with 14.
Bob Guerin's going to come out and chat with the home plate umpire, Alan Porter. See what the skipper does.
Gabe Gross, I think, might have been up taking some swings in the batting cage, because he is hustled down. He's going to go to first, and more likely Larish will come into third. Rajay will move to left, and Gross to right. We'll see, but man, that's
running for Kevin Kuzminov.
That's not good.
Gross.
There's nobody works any harder than Kevin Kuzminov. Game is over. He's in the weight room. Just gets a lot of swings with Jim Skate under the cage. No hitting on the field. Actually optional the last couple of days. But he's always ready. Those things can happen, as you well know. Just turn over and
man. When you have a bad back, you remember which hotel beds are better than others. Costa base hit and a foul out down the third base line. Shortstop made the play. Up and away to Costa. That was pitch number 75 for Ervin Santana. Bounced foul at the plate. Costa in this series is 2 for 8. Fouled at the plate. Big swing by Costa.
Napoli acted like he was going to try to catch the ball, maybe throw behind the hitter at first base. Ended up being a foul ball. It is Mathis, my apologies. Napoli is at first. He's been thrown to him. So we got two catchers, one at first, one behind the plate.
So Cuss behind in the count, 1-2. Gross with his lead at first. Shift is on with Kendrick about 3 or 4 steps to the outfield grass, and you see Ibar, the shortstop, laying pretty much right up the middle. Quick throw to first, and just getting back is Gross. Outfield is deep for Cust.
I figured Gross is going to try to get a bigger lead. A good jump off first base, and there's your snap throw. That sometimes you try to throw behind the hitter as I think Mathis was thinking about doing before the foul ball. That can be a mistake. Don't have the accuracy as much as you're standing and throwing. Yeah, its momentum goes forward, and then, oh, yeah, he threw around Jack, and maybe the follow through, he hit his hand on Jack someplace.
Ball squirts away, and Gross thought about running, took a couple steps towards second base, and then went back. So now it's a full count, and Gross will be going on the pitch.
Good block by Mathis, and Gross thought about it, but that's an excellent block. Secondary lead, might have thought, and then decided, oh, better get back. And at that time, that's when the throw comes from Mathis to Napoli.
Napoli will now play behind Gross, as he knows Gross will take off with the pitch. 3-2, and that one just outside. He walked it. Walk number 3 by Santana. He struck out a pair.
With the breaking ball again, as you talk about consistency, the pattern has been that. Breaking pitch, the slider, a number of times. Last inning, he struck out 2 batters, Davis and Powell, with sliders. One on a 3-2, and then a 3-2 slider to Coco Crisp, grounding out to start this inning. All that started with Benji Molina. When Ervin Santana came to the Angels, Benji was catching, and I think that was what started his career for Santana, because he went with Benji, and Benji was not afraid to call the slider, and of course, pitcher gets the confidence to throw the pitch anytime. And it's continued, even though Benji is now with the Rangers.
So here's Ellis. There's a strike mark. Fly ball to center field in the second for Ellis. Reached on an error and scored in the 4th. Fastball runs in. Santana has had to work hard the last 3 innings. He has not been sharp. He retired the first 6 hitters in the game. The A's got a run in the 3rd, got 2 in the 4th, and Santana's been in trouble here in the 5th. So Ellis, a 2-out RBI hit in yesterday's game, trying to do it again today. Fastball right on the outside corner, and it's 2-2. Top of the 9th now in Minneapolis. The Twins with a 6-2 lead over the Rangers. John Rauch, the big guy, coming in for the Twins to try to wrap that baby up. So we'll let you know when that game goes final.
Well, Willits with the right-hander Mark Ellis playing in right center. When Jeff Larish was up, he was playing in left center. Larish hit it to right center. See if Mark could hit one to left center. How about that one?
There's a big gap. In the dirt again, and it rolls back toward the pitcher's mound, and now it's a full count.
I like that very slow, deliberate call by Tim McClellan, the first base umpire, on a no swing. A lot of body movement going forward. Another good block by Jeff Mathis, but fortunately it was not called a swing. Slider at 3-2?
Yep. It's outside. He missed, and the bases are loaded.
And the fastball. Mike Butcher hustling out again, and a whole infield will come in. That'd give us time to thank another family for sending up some goodies. Home of the National Anthem today, sung by Eileen Morazzo. Jim and Eileen Morazzo here this afternoon. Thank you for your wonderful and interesting season. I like this part. As I am an Italian mom, I couldn't pass up feeding someone.
I got two good candidates for you.
Yeah, we appreciate it. It's Eileen Morazzo, who did a wonderful job singing the National Anthem today.
What did she send us? Turtles.
Chocolate-covered turtles and chocolate-covered pretzels with green and gold sprinkles. And everybody in the booth except B.I. has tasted. And he hasn't even opened his yet.
And he's not going to.
But thank you.
Thank you very much.
Eileen, that was very nice.
And now that you mentioned it, maybe that'll bring us some good luck.
Absolutely.
Jeff Larish will drive a single somewhere. He drove a double into the gap in right center for a 2-run double in the 4th inning. Gross cussed Ellis to runners. 0-1 pitch. And that one missed low. Pretty good pitch.
Now the first pitch, this was the double, and it was a fastball a little bit away. This was out to the air by Ibar, putting Ellis on, and Mike Gallego sending both runners, and both runners did score to make it a 1-run game.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
Now, one thing about Jeff Larish, and he is very quiet, very still at the plate. The runners all thinking about trying to score if Larish can get into one, but stands very still. But as the pitch is being delivered by the pitcher, lifts the front foot and lets it go.
Swing and a miss. He went with the breaking ball, so he really stayed with the off-speed pitches, and he gets Larish swinging, and the A's do not score, and they leave him loaded. 5-3 Angels after 5. Host the Mariners this Wednesday night, 7:05 first pitch, and it is the next Double Play Wednesday brought to you by Bart. Get Plaza Reserved and outfield tickets for $2. Hot dogs are just $1. Order tickets online now at oaklandathletics.com or call 877-493-BALL. Changes for the Athletics. Gabe Gross, who pinch ran for Kuzmanov, comes in the game to play right field. Rajai Davis moves to left field. Jeff Larish goes from outfield to infield. Larish takes over at third base. So Davis in left, Gross in right, Larish at third, and move Bonser back to work. He faces Ivar, Mathis, and Willits top of the 6th inning. Angels with a 5-3 lead. Single and a foul out for Ibar. And that one rolled foul. Alfredo Griffin. Well, he let that one get past him, but he didn't let a whole lot get past him. He was a pretty good defensive shortstop in his day.
With Mike Scioscia for about 11 years, as most of his staff has been, unless they've gone on to be a manager somewhere. Santana approaching 100 pitches, I think about 90, so you would not figure it would be around that much longer. A's have done a good job, as they did back in early June, making Santana work. He's thrown a lot of pitches. Right now, Booth Bonds are just trying to keep it at a 2-run deficit.
Ibar trying to get aboard as he fouls that one at the plate.
Oh, boy. I guess that's just in case. Maybe it's just not a tough sun for a third baseman.
I hope not.
But a foul ball, it's going to be a tough sun.
He just checked the sun, looking up. So Ibar battling Bonser, the count 2-2. Ibar 2 for 10 in the series. Ibar playing with a banged up left knee. Remember, there's a play back in June, kind of a collision at second base. He banged his knee up pretty good. There's some damage in that knee. In fact, the Angels were worried that they were going to lose him for a while, but he kind of battled through it, kept playing. It's his left knee, and there is some meniscus damage to that knee. Rangers have scored in the top of the 9th inning at 6-3, and the Twins have gone to their bullpen again to bring in Matt Capps. There are 2 outs in that game. Twins trying to get that final out and get their sweep over Texas. Full count to Ibar. Mathis will be next, and then Reggie Willits. Driven to center, but Crisp is there as he gets back, and he makes the catch.
10th pitch, but he just challenged with a fastball. Sometimes it's best to throw the ball right down the middle.
Yeah.
We're talking about Josh Hamilton going to be out. He crashed into the wall. In the report, it might be rather lengthy because when he crashed in the wall, he had his elbow between the wall and his rib cage.
Well, that happened last year to him, remember? Yeah.
But that was early in the season when on the disabled list. Of course, now you put the 40-man roster, you don't have to do that. But that's one where you have the hard elbow, the wall, and your rib cage, it hurts. So there's a question of how long it's going to be before he is able to come back. Leading the American League hitting, 362.
They do have a little cushion in the division, so they can make sure that he stays healthy. This one driven to left, the base hit. Davis does a nice job to cut it off. He gets it in quickly and holds Jeff Mathis to a 1-out single. Davis using that great speed on defense there as he tracked it down in the corner.
Ball was hooking away from Rajay as Jeff Mathis, who flied out to center field with the bases loaded in the second, though this time it's a matter of getting hit at the right time. Rajay holds him to a single, keeps the double play in order, although Willits a very tough hitter to double up.
Willits is 0 for 2. A fly ball to center field and a ground out to second. Runner goes on the hit and run, swing and a miss, and the tag by Pennington. He missed him. So Mathis gets the stolen base. The throw was high and up the line.
Well, the problem there, like Pennington might have been a little bit, well, arrived at the same time. He wasn't stationary at second base. He was on the move. Had he been there, he would have been able to catch the throw and then make the tag. Instead, see him moving late, and as he caught it, Mathis went around him. And second base umpire, Adrian Johnson, on top of the play, and could see that he missed him. But there's a difference of being able to get to the bag or catching it on the run.
Let's see. Here's a good look. And that's a good call by Adrian Johnson. He stayed right on it and made the correct call. Count is 0-2 to Reggie Willits. Mathis now at second. All right, the Rangers have scored again. It's now 6-4. And they have a tying run at first base in the ninth inning in Minnesota. Willits hits a breaking ball and rolls it foul down the first baseline. 7 hits for the Angels, 4 hits for the A's. There's been 1 error in the game. That was by the Angels. On deck is Callaspo, another switch hitter. Willits a switch hitter as well. He swings and misses. So Bonser stayed with that curveball, and he gets Willits for the second out.
Well, that is a pitch that's really been outstanding for Boof Bonser. We saw him when he was with the Twins and with a curveball and the rotation. But out of the bullpen for the A's, he has been spectacular with the curveball that went way out of the strike zone. Got to swing and miss anyway.
Here's Callaspo. That's the first strikeout by an A's pitcher in the game. Callaspo is 0 for 2. He walked in the third. He's 2 for 10 in the series. Both those hits coming yesterday. Bonser's going to step off. Callaspo hits it hard. Barton on the backhand. He'll flip to Bonser in time. Side retired. A hit and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Angels 5, the A's 3. Coors Light Freeze Cam is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. 12th Annual Breast Cancer Awareness Day here at the Coliseum. He's right now trailing by a pair. Rajai Davis leading off. The bottom of the 6th takes a strike. Davis, Powell, Pennington. And Santana misses. Santana has worked very hard in the last 3 innings. He's thrown a lot of pitches in the last 3 innings. So I don't think they're going to wait around very long to go to the bullpen.
Well, and just thinking that, of course, the A's do a very good job, and all teams should do a good job of swinging at strikes. But you find some teams a little bit more aggressive, but and a good pitcher in Santana's tremendous record against the A's, 11-3. Try to work him, try to get him out as quickly as possible.
Davis taking all the way, it looked like, on 3-1. So a full count. That one bounced over the mound, and it's played by Kendrick. He will not have a play on Rajai Davis, and it's a leadoff single. Hit number 5 for the A's.
They chopped the ball, hit it right in front of the plate, hit hard and over the pitcher's head, and no chance for Kendrick to make a play. Think about throwing him out. Scoop Rajai, run. Well, he just sprinter speed, 90 feet. Took a pitch back in the 3rd inning. Rajai was able to get the stolen base, and then he drove him in.
Powell takes a stride around the knees. 0-1 the count. Davis scoots back as Santana steps off. Davis bluffs, and now he goes back. The pitch is driven to center. Reggie Willits makes the catch. And we have to explain to you what just happened at Target Field. And Ray, I'm going to explain it because you brought it up a couple days ago. The Rangers had the bases loaded, 2 outs, down 6-4. Vladimir Guerrero had a ground ball up the middle to drive in a run. The second baseman, Hudson, fielded the ball to keep it on the infield, threw to the third baseman to try to get the runner rounding third too far, but he was going back to third. He dove back to third. He was safe, but he was called out because the umpire said the third base coach made contact with the runner to try to stop him. Third out of the game, game over. 6-5 your final.
Interference by the third base coach. And we're just watching the replay.
I've never seen an ending like that in a 1-run game, bases loaded.
But it looked like the third base umpire didn't really see the initial contact and called him out on the dive back. But you're right, in showing the replay, he didn't make contact, and you cannot touch the runner.
Davis goes, ball bounced into right field, the base hit. Rajai Davis slid head first, and now he's going to try for third, and the throw is there, and he is out. Bob Guerin's coming out to argue. He's going toward the second base umpire, Adrian Johnson.
They're probably asking, did he hold him down? And Rajai, did he interfere with Rajai trying to get up and run? Has to be the call. Rajai with the straight steal attempt, and as he slides in, he does not know where the ball is.
Well, there's nobody around him.
No.
Right there.
Right there, though. That's
Bob Guerin has a pretty heated argument going on with Adrian Johnson.
Well, it was Mike Mulinski yesterday. There's the contact. Slight as it might be, but still it's the fielder interfering with the base runner. And Tim McClellan has his back turned, trying to get out of the way. And Rajai made contact with him.
Well, he called it right there. You see Adrian Johnson right behind him. Now, whether that was the right call or not, that's what the discussion is about. But he did see it. He was looking right at it.
That's a base hit, and he goes to second on the throw, but it's too bad with a straight steal for the contact. And, you know, with 2 outs, you don't have to worry about it. You just keep running. But with less than 2 outs, contact is made, you have to pick up the ball. And Rajai kept his head down, going all the way to second base. So as a result, when
Coco Crisp is going to ground out, and just like that, side retired. So the A's do not score. We go to the 7th, 5-3.
By Xfinity TV, phone, and internet. Reinvented by Chevy with a full lineup of award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. And by Verizon Wireless, introducing the Droid X, the next generation of Dodge.
Angels 5 and the A's 3. Reached the 7th inning from the Coliseum on a gorgeous Sunday afternoon in the Bay Area. Boof Bonser, an inning and a third so far out of the bullpen. As he heads out there for the 7th, he'll face Kendrick, Abreu, and Torrey Hunter. Boof Bonser, again, doing what he's supposed to do. He gets some innings from the bullpen. Bonser's last outing was in New York. He went 4 1/3, and he pitched very well. Gave up just a couple of hits. So we were trying to explain to you the end of the Rangers game, and then we had a strange base running play in this game. Right center field, nobody's going to get it. It's going to go all the way to the wall. So Howie Kendrick is going to have a double. But when it's all said and done, the Twins win the game 6-5, and they sweep the Texas Rangers.
And there's inside-out swing. Howie Kendrick, one of the best in the league. Of course, Michael Young, outstanding with the Rangers, and this ball to right center could not be cut off by Coco Crisp. With the speed of Kendrick, is going to get a double anyway.
So here's Abreu. A homer and a walk. It was a 2-run shot in the 3rd inning. Abreu has scored a pair of runs. And that one's up the middle, and that's a space hit to center field. Kendrick rounds 3rd. He will come in to score, and Bobby Abreu does not wait around. Swings at the first pitch. He has an RBI single, and he has a 3 RBI game.
And he can be patient, but he's also selective enough to know if he gets a first pitch, as he did on that fastball just over the glove of Wolf Bonser. Ultramo, follow through, it's the top hand, but Bobby Abreu, a very good hitter.
So 70 RBIs now for Bobby Abreu on the season. And here's Torrey Hunter. Slider for strike to Hunter. So the only game still going on in the American League besides this one is the Mariners, who have a 2-0 lead over the Indians in the 8th inning, and that's Felix Hernandez pitching. Hernandez will not pitch in the series here in Oakland starting tomorrow. He's having a terrific season. It just is not showing up in the wins and losses, unfortunately for him.
2 runs a day might be a couple starts worth of work.
That's all you get. Jordan Walden, very hard throwing right-hander, loosening up for the Angels.
You got to watch Abreu in his stolen base, because Boof has been going with a high leg kick.
Abreu goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second base is not in time. It was close.
Well, he gets to argue with Adrian Johnson again. Guerin going out. Very quick release, but Abreu got a great jump. Might have tagged him in straight of the bag, but his right leg might have gotten in right there when he tagged him. I think he's already in with his foot. Show enough angles, but if his right foot's on the bag, that's when he got in safely. Landon Powell with a very quick release to second base.
So Abreu gets his 18th steal. The argument comes to an end. It was hard to tell when Abreu's foot actually touched the bag. It was a very, very close play. So runner in scoring position. Count is 0-2 to Torrey Hunter, who has an RBI double in the game. He's 1 for 3. He's also grounded out twice. So 6-3 is the score as the Angels have added on here in the 7th inning. Breaking ball, and Hunter just got a piece of it. Kind of an emergency swing from Torrey Hunter.
A good breaking ball, and that's all it was, and that's what you try to do with 2 strikes, just to fight it off, to make contact, to stay alive.
Bounced up the middle. Pennington near the bag and makes a nice play. Throws out Torrey Hunter. May have got a piece of Boof Bonser. He gets Abreu to third.
Wondering about that. It's going to be a 1-6-3. Boof got some part of it. Yep, hit his glove just enough and deflected on number 2, Cliff Pennington. 163. You just throw your glove. You never know. You might get lucky, and that time it hit the glove. Lucky enough to have it go to Pennington.
So the A's bring the infield in. Trying to cut off that run. Matsui will hit. Matsui, just one of those guys who's just a very good RBI man, and he's tough in these spots. With the runner at third and 1 out. Goes around there, and now it's 0-2. So Bonds are in a good spot. Two for 3 for Matsui on the afternoon. Bonds have tried that breaking ball again. This time Matsui does not swing at it.
Landon Powell using his backhand to keep the ball from going past him. Nice stop. Sometimes you have to use the backhand to get your body in front of it. Target low and right with the backhand. Nice one.
That one to Ellis, and it gets under his glove, and it gets into right field, and Abreu comes in to score. Barton dove for it. Ellis reached down for it, couldn't get it. So Matsui, an RBI hit.
And there's your stolen base. Got him to third base, infield in. And a curveball that eyes to be able to find its way through the infield.
So a pair of runs for the Angels as they have added on to their lead. It's now 7-3. And here's Napoli. Going to get some action now in the A's bullpen. Justin James starts to throw. Bouncer foul on the third baseline. Kevin knocks it down, makes the play.
That will cause a few positive emails, giving it to a young man.
Yeah.
Foul ball.
Probably the right thing to do. A bit low to Napoli, 2-1 the count. Napoli, a 2-run homer in the third inning. It was his 22nd home run of the year. Angels scored 4 in the third, 1 in the fifth, 2 here in the seventh. The A's 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth. That one hits slowly to a short. Pennington charges, juggles, and then throws, and they get Napoli at first. I think Cliff was thinking about going to second, but did not have the good grip.
I know he had a slow runner going to second. Had it there, but as he came up, transfers, he looked to second base, then it popped out. But able to grab the ball and still get Napoli at first. So kind of a continuation play by Pennington.
Ibar hits one slowly to the right side. And is the out there? Yes, it is. As Barton flips to Bonser, and they just beat Ibar to the bag. But a couple of runs on 3 hits for the Angels. 7th inning stretch, 7-3.
Twins 3-0 go to the ALCS. Houston Street on the mound. There's a huge hit by Marco Scudero, a double to clear the bases. Jason Kendall, Mark Kotze, a couple of guys not in the postseason, got a chance to go. Mark Ellis also. When you've got a giant appetite, it's got to be Nations. Been waiting all summer to take care of our giant appetite from Nations, but we're still waiting. Maybe because they think all we like are sweets.
Oh, no.
We take a Giants.
I'll take a burger right now.
Burger? And they have pies. So
oh,
bring the burgers and the sweets. Or a turtle.
Jordan Walden. Right? This is sort of the Angels version of Henry Rodriguez. A very, very hard thrower from what we understand.
97 to 100 miles per hour with the fastball, slider, and change up. There's the gas.
98. Jordan Walden. And a pair of 98-mile-an-hour fastballs for strikes. So Derek Barton is down 0-2. And then he reaches for it, and he lines a single into center field.
Or a slider. 98 paint, slider, single. Derek Barton staying on. Of course, always have to gear up for a good fastball. As long as he waited long enough to get the slider. Ultra mode. Good swing as always from Derek Barton.
So leadoff hit, and here is Gabe Gross making his first appearance. Gross pinch ran for Kevin Kuzminoff, who left in the 5th inning rain. It was a stiff back, correct? Kuz is okay.
Well, the A's, this is just the 7th, and at the bullpen. Just trying to get what they can from the bullpen. Well, they're very happy to get Santana out. They don't have to worry so much about the sliders behind on the count. Just a 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
Just a good heater from Jordan Walden.
100 pitches right on the spot for Ervin Santana. Looking for his 12th win against the A's.
High fastball, swing and a miss. Walden is 6'5", 220 pounds. He's just 22 years old from Fort Worth, Texas. Fastball runs way outside, so now it's a full count.
Now I think you can sit fastball. Just look for it. Start your swing, throw a slider, strike, tip your hat. You have to figure you're going to go to the number one pitch, which is his fastball.
Swing and a miss, and that's the strikeout. And it was a fastball, but it was out of the strike zone. So it's good to have 4 umpires. And now we have 4 umpires. So we had a couple of at-bats, which is 3. Tim McClellan trots out. We do not know where he was.
Whatever it is, it's happened twice.
How does that happen?
Well, back-to-back games, because yesterday it happened early. Fly ball to right field. I looked down. I said, I thought there's no reason to go argue. And next thing you know, it's Tim McClellan coming out from first base tunnel.
We hope he's okay.
Yeah.
So here's Cust. Outside corner call to strike. Cust has been on base twice today with a single and a walk. He scored a run. The A's trying to play catch up here in the 7th inning, down by 4. A high fastball, and on 3 pitches, Cust strikes out. So that is out number 2.
Well, it's just a challenge, and unfortunately, when you know a guy's throwing a 100-mile-an-hour fastball or close to it, 97, 98, you start your swing, and sometimes you lose. It's out of the strike zone. Gabe Gross swung at ball 4. Jack Cust uncharacteristically swung at a couple of pitches out of the strike zone.
This one's popped up. Napoli, and he's going to watch it into the first round. Well, when you see guys swing like Gross and then Cust, Ray, there has to be some real late explosion to his fastball. And to say that he's a max effort guy. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Man.
Max effort, even in ultra mode, not ever good.
He's throwing hard in ultra mode.
Yeah.
But watch, when he delivers a pitch, watch his right leg. His right foot that's on the rubber. It actually comes off the ground.
It's a good slider.
Mark Ellis battling him. That was 99 miles an hour. 0-2 the count. Ellis has reached on an air and walked, so he's been on base a couple times. Slider at 85 miles an hour as he took quite a bit off. Walden pitched in Double-A and Triple-A this year, and now in the big leagues, so he has made the move up quickly. Ellis to right field, and that's a pretty good job of hitting.
That's another slider. Mark Ellis took a slider for a strike, and then this one's not thrown as hard. Mark Ellis, a great job taking it to right field. Ball up a little bit. Of course, that always helps. The pitch that was a strike of the slider was down on the corner. Just Jeff Larish, a pretty good fastball hitter, and sometimes goes out of the strike zone. He's got to get a pretty good fastball from this guy, I would think. You know what the Padres are trying to do today, don't you?
What's that?
Lose again.
Losing? They're trying to.
4-2 in the 7th. They're trailing the Rockies.
9 straight losses for San Diego. I don't care how good of a season you've had. You got to be starting to scratch your head when you lose 9 in a row. That's hard to do.
Well, it's just the opposite of what the Rockies did in 07.
Yeah.
Rockies won every game. They eventually take the lead. Win the division, win the Division Series, League Championship Series. Had a week off before the World Series and lost it.
Ziegler and James, the right-handers now loosening up. It's Francisco Rodriguez for the Angels. There swings and misses, and the count is 1-2.
I was thinking about this guy, Walden, and the other Francisco Rodriguez, who came up in 2002 and ended up pitching in postseason.
Yeah.
In his first month, of course, in September, but then was outstanding in the postseason. Angels winning their first and only World Championship.
One, 2 to Larish. And he rolls that one foul. Got another breaking ball. Two on, 2 out for the A's. A chance to get back in the game.
This is the type of pitcher, if you can play around with the speed gun, you lower it, let him just try to get frustrated as heck trying to throw 100.
That's right.
Never reaches 97. What is wrong? I feel like I'm throwing at least 102.
Fastball, and Larish swings and misses. That one was 99. So a couple of hits for the A's, but Jordan Walden strikes out 3 in the 7th. Favorite players and teams, go to BloombergSports.com for details. Sunday afternoon baseball from the Coliseum. Right now it's the Angels who are stealing the show a little bit. They lead 7-3. We've reached the top of the 8th inning. Justin James, his second appearance. That was his Major League debut on Thursday at Yankee Stadium. Had a couple of strikeouts, gave up a run. So Justin James faces Mathis Willits in Cayaspo.
Struck out Cano, his first major league hitter, and Landon Powell said, let's throw the ball in the dugout. So he got the ball for his first strikeout. And then when he struck out Derek Jeter, bases loaded, also gave him that ball, said, that's a future Hall of Famer. Strike out for the bases loaded. He struck out Jeter. So he's got a couple of souvenirs. And just as important, his parents had flown in from Oklahoma for the 4-game series. And got a chance to see the son pitch in the series finale in his debut.
Was it the Kansas City? What was it? The T-Bones?
T-Bones.
Nice.
When you think of Kansas City, you think of steaks. I do anyway.
Yes, you do.
Barbecue.
And barbecue.
A lot of good beef in Kansas City.
A good fastball swing and a miss. 2-2. That was the Independent League team that Justin James was playing on all the way up until the 18th of June. The A's signed him on the 19th of June. He probably wasn't thinking he'd be in the big leagues this year. Fastball fouled straight back. 95 miles an hour from James.
I said, hey, Justin, you've been called Jesse a few times. He said, yeah, just a few.
Just a couple. Another high fastball, and it's foul back. So the Mariners shut out the Indians 3-0. Felix Hernandez went 8 innings, 9 strikeouts, 4 hits. Felix Hernandez having a terrific season. He's now 11-10, but 8 more shutout innings for him. That one's dropped into right center field for a hit. So Mathis battles James, and Mathis gets the hit. He's 2 for 3.
Now batting, number 77, Reggie.
So that'll bring up Reggie Willits. Felix Hernandez came into today with the second best ERA in the American League, 2.38. Buchholz is 2.25. Now that was before the 8 shutout innings today. So he probably take over the ERA lead or be close to it. Willits to bunt, but takes a fastball high. His ERA is now 2.30. Wrigley Field today, the Mets beat the Cubs 18-5. The Cubs have given up, they've had 4 or 5 games like that this year, I believe, where they've given up a lot of runs.
Well, unless the Cubs are leaving town, some of those guys leaving the stadium might take all night to get back to their place where they live.
Yep, I know what you're saying.
Talk to guys that it takes 15 minutes to get to the park, about 5 hours to get home.
Stop after stop. Runner going, and Willits will do his job. He'll get the runner to second base. Does it on a ground ball. A long year for the Chicago Cubs. They're now 59-78.
Alberto Callaspo.
So it makes you wonder. 59-70. It's been a really tough year. It's a tough town to manage in. The media is pretty hard on the managers there. Probably going to have a job opening as the manager. They are going to have the job opening. So, would you say that managing the Cubs is a good job? Or is it an attractive job? Or is it not that attractive? If you were like a managerial candidate, there's, you know, the names of the guys that are out there.
I'd say a multi-year contract.
For a lot of money.
A lot of money. And you're taking a team that's not won in about 102 years. And, you know, you're going to have sellout crowds every game. You're going to have the media on a daily basis. And the fans. But they're going to love you because they love the Cubs even when they lose. But I'd say it's intriguing to a manager to go someplace where they haven't won in so long, because if you do, it's a tick. I mean, some guys already have their ticket to the Hall of Fame.
Again toward Pennington. Take care of that. Mathis goes to third. So what you're saying is, yeah, I'll do it, but you better pay me a lot.
Yeah, and I think they would. I don't know. I think someone
number 47,
experience.
Howie.
Because,
but they're, you know, Ryan Sandberg's going to be a serious candidate for that job. Sandberg, the AAA manager for the Cubs.
You'd have to think if he doesn't get the job, whoever they do sign is going to be there for a while. You would think, with any experience by that manager or at least any success.
Kendrick on the first pitch, rolls it toward Ellis. And that'll do it. So Justin James gives up a leadoff single and then gets 3 ground ball outs. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning, 7-3 Angels. Here's our McDonald's game summary. 7-11-1 for the Angels. 3-8-0 for the Athletics. A couple of home runs in the game for the Angels. Napoli a 2-run shot. Abreu a 2-run shot. Both those came in the third inning. Then Mazzaro. Another tough start for Mazzaro. And the Angels go to their bullpen for the second time. It's Kevin Jepson. It's time for Change Things Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. So Jepson takes over. Jordan Walden with 1 inning of work.
Jepson, the setup man for the Angels. It's a good arm, throws well. He's just trying to do something to make this an exciting finish. That's all what the Rangers did to make it. They were down 6-2. They were down 4 runs, made it a 1-run game.
The Angels traded their closer, Fuentes, to the Twins a couple weeks ago.
And it's Ross Wolf. Up with the A's bullpen.
And side to Rajay Davis. Davis has a single and a walk. Scored a run. Stole a base. So the average at 270 for Davis. It's it hard on the ground to Ibar. Rajay Davis is out.
Okay, since this is a day of survivors, I think this lady has survived a lot. Pauline Rain, 100 today.
Really?
Pauline Rain. Mikey, switchboard operator for the A's, gave me a call. He said, Pauline Rain is 100 today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. 100 happy birthdays.
That's awesome.
She watches our games on Comcast Sportsnet California, and she is having a wonderful day on her 100th. That means she was born in 1910.
She's seen a few things.
She's seen a few things. We'll be right here when...
I was going to say, when I'm 100 years old.
Let's see, how long was the Comcast contract?
I don't know. It's pretty long.
You're laughing at Grady. He'll be here. Not going anywhere.
Hopefully the A's will have a new stadium by then.
Yeah, we don't have to look at football lines. Football lines on September the 5th. Clay Wood's done a good job just painting the outfield to make it look presentable.
Well, it looks much, much better than it did on Friday night. I mean, it's a huge improvement.
Down in Steve Vucevich's office, where that's the gathering place for like everybody. And Clay Wood was in there and said, "Look up there." And that was the Florida Marlins playing at home, and their field looked just like this one. The only two multi-purpose stadiums still in existence. It's in professional baseball. Most teams have new stadiums. Baseball only.
Landon Powell swings at a pitch that was out of the strike zone. It's the 7th strikeout for Angels pitchers today.
Now landing shortstop, number 2.
Curveball, no contact. Landon was hoping there was some contact. Get another swing.
So here's Cliff Pennington, who had a base hit in the 6th inning. Pops this one up to left field. Bobby Abreu trots in. And Kevin Jepson has a very quiet 3 up, 3 down, bottom of the 8th inning. To the 9th from the Coliseum, 7-3 Angels. Well, join us tomorrow here on Comcast Sportsnet California. The A's and the Mariners will open up a 3-game series Day baseball from the Coliseum on Labor Day. Brett Anderson, Jason Vargas. Coverage begins at 12:30 with A's pregame live. The home of A's baseball is Comcast Sportsnet California. Bobby Abreu to lead it off in the top of the ninth inning. Ross Wolf takes over for the A's. What? So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. 5th appearance for Ross Wolf. He has not got a chance to pitch a lot for the A's.
Last time was July the 29th. Excellent change-up. Did he?
When?
Yeah.
July the 29th?
That's what Mike Selleck put down there, July the 29th against Texas. That was at Texas.
I didn't think it was that long.
But I think, he went 21 consecutive days without pitching. So he went a while, and they were sent back to AAA. Good to see him on the mound today because guys like his changeup, like his arm. And get a chance to see him in the 9th inning today. Thought you were questioning.
No, I wasn't.
Selleck.
I didn't realize it was that long.
No,
that is something I would never do. But since we shot right through August and we're into September, that's what caught me off guard. Abreu fouls out.
Well, Jeff Larish knows those glasses look good on top of his cap, and he didn't need them. As long as he has his glove,
Torrey Hunter.
which he uses perfectly to shade his eyes. And as the ball comes down out of the sun, now guys that do that basically do not like to play the game with sunglasses, because otherwise you'd have them on regardless.
Sure.
So he looks like he prefers to only use them if it's a sunny day. If that's the case, maybe flip downs would be better, if they even make them anymore. But that's the tough sun. If you're looking into the sun, that's what you have to try to find the ball in that location, which is tough.
So 2 outs for Matsui. Ross Wolf trying to get the A's back in the dugout. It is a 4-run deficit for the A's. They will have the top of their order coming up in the bottom of the ninth.
Bongos are still going strong.
Yep.
Left field.
Fernando Rodney, the Angels closer, getting set to go. There's that changeup. A lot of downward movement, 1 and 2. Matsui has had a very good ball game. He's 3 for 4, 3 singles, scored a run, and knocked in a run.
That CNI base hit, that gave the Angels their 7th run. Curveball that got through the right side of the infield. So Matsui this weekend and Ichiro for the next 3. The Mariners be in town for a Labor Day game tomorrow. Tuesday, Wednesday night. Marking Tuesday. Double play Wednesday. Series finale.
Swing and a miss on a high fastball. So Ross Wolf has a very nice 3-up, 3-down inning. 9th inning coming up. A's need lots of magic. It's the Angels 7, the A's 3.
Two-run home runs, very costly for the Athletics in the 4-run third inning. Bobby Abreu, fastball started inside, leaked out over the plate and over the Xfinity sign. And this is the one that really hurts. 3-0 fastball above the belt, maybe in between the belt and the letters. And Mike Napoli, a home run. That was a 2-run home run on a 3-0 pitch. And a costly one. It was the 4th home run given up by the A's pitchers. What we figured out since August 15th, 4 home runs on 3-0 fastballs. Starting in Minneapolis with Jim Thome.
So Fernando Rodney takes over here in the bottom of the 9th. It is not a save situation. Rodney's going to try to wrap it up. First pitch is inside. Rodney has not pitched in this series. Corner infielders in on at least the third baseman Callaspo step onto the grass. First baseman Napoli even with the baseline. Coco Crisp is 0 for 4. Coco struggling as of late. Now got 6 hits in his last 45 at bats.
Fernando Rodney, the tremendous changeup / screwball that he throws, and he threw one for the first strike inside corner to Coco. And then the good fastball. Not quite in the Walden range, but still about 95, 96. Angel signed him as a setup man. And the Tigers set up for Fuentes, but of course closed and had a lot of success with the Tigers in the closing department.
Angels gave him a 2-year, $11 million contract to leave the Tigers and come to the Angels. So full count. A's need a bunch of base runners. That one is fair. Callaspo throws a little bit wide, and Chris beats it out. Boy, it must have went right over the bag because Callaspo thought it was a foul ball.
I might have thought it's going to hit the bag too, and of course you expect it to pop up if that happens, but right over the bag is a fair ball. He just slight hesitation. Coco from the left side, really out of the box quickly. Might have just hit the corner of the bag. And then, of course, the throw offline. Coco's going to beat it out anyway. Did it touch it? Or just maybe skimmed it? But definitely a fair ball, double clutch, and enough for Coco to beat it out.
So good start for the A's here in the bottom of the 9th. Derek Barton. He's been on base twice with a single and a walk. First pitch fastball, first strike. That was the 9th hit for the Athletics. The Angels have 11. Gabe Gross is in the on-deck circle. And a quick 0-2. That was that off-speed pitch, that palm ball / changeup that Rodney throws. He kind of floats in there. Outfield swung around to left center field. Swing and a miss right with the fastball at 97 miles an hour, and it was pretty well placed on the outside corner.
This is after the palm ball, the off-speed pitches, and his fastball really accelerates if you're thinking anything about the off-speed, which is tough to do anyway.
So Gabe Gross will get his second at bat. Gross's first at bat was against Jordan Walden, who was throwing 99 miles an hour. Gross struck out swinging. He pinch ran for Kuzminov. Comes in the 5th. Kevin Kuzminoff left with some problems with his back. We hope it's nothing serious. It's a day game tomorrow. Jack Cust, the on-deck hitter. That one bounced slowly to the right side. Kendrick will get the out at first. So that's out number 2, and Coco Crisp is now at second base. He's now down to their final out. Again, remember tomorrow, a day game right here on Comcast Sportsnet California. 12:30 A's pregame live. The ball game a little after 1. It'll be the A's and the Seattle Mariners. Mariners' final trip to Oakland this year. The A's will go to Seattle to end the season. A 4-game series in Seattle. Final weekend. First pitch to Cust. Outside corner strike. Cust is 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. A's host the Mariners. Angels will head home to host the Cleveland Indians.
That's the Indians coming west and at least hitting 2 of the 3 teams out here.
Yep.
Seattle and down to Anaheim. So if the schedule makers and just say West Coast teams go east, Tampa, Baltimore, New York,
that's right.
Boston, Toronto. Just hit them all.
And even more so when teams come west. 3 cities.
That's right.
Get it done. Seattle, Oakland, Anaheim. Shoot right down the coast. 1-2 to Cust. Jack fouls it straight back just to stay alive. If Cust can get aboard, Ellis would hit. Jack hits a little pop-up, shallow left field. Abreu racing in, Ibar out, and Ibar drops it, and a run's going to score. So the game is still going, and Jack Cust should be a hit. We'll see. Ibar had to run a long ways, and he had it just for a second.
Should be a hit considering the difficulty of the play. Jack swinging at the palm ball out of the strike zone, but just kept going after it. Ibar good, but just could not hang on. And of course, Abreu breaking back a little bit on the swing. So that is the 10th hit for the A's, and it's on the board.
And the second for Cust. So 7-4. Here's Ellis with Larish in the on-deck zone. Mark Ellis has been on base 3 times in the game. A single, a walk, and he reached on an error. That one's in the left field for a base hit. Well, now the tying run's going to come to the plate. How about that? So the A's not going quietly here in the ninth. It's going to be Larish to face Rodney.
Yeah, Mark Ellis timed it perfectly, the fastball. And again, with a pitch and a great palm ball, off-speed pitch, you just really sit fastball. If you're fooled on the off-speed pitch until you get 2 strikes, that's one thing.
So, giant meeting on the mound with the pitching coach.
And you have a giant appetite. Go on the mound, right? Or go to Nations.
The meeting comes to an end. Suzuki moving around a little bit.
Baseman, number 19, Jeff Larish.
They'll get Larish on, let Rajay hit a home run, maybe even a slam. Because the Angels, the only team he's have hit a slam against this year. It's Casimir. Will make an exciting finish.
That one inside to Larish.
Larish is not going to get cheated. 2-run double. He has 2 home runs. Big one at Yankee Stadium. And 1 in Cleveland. Both of his home runs coming on the last road trip.
That one hit foul back into the second deck. Larish does not get cheated, folks. He takes a big rip at every pitch.
Yankee Stadium. Jeff Larish, that was a cut fastball. Mosley trying to get inside on Monday, and it's one of several home runs hit by left-handers in that 4-game series.
1-1. That one bounced toward Kendrick, who's got it. He'll flip to first, and that's the ball game. Well, the A's get the tying run to the plate in the bottom of the ninth. They do score a run on 3 hits, but they come up short. So the final score this afternoon here at the Coliseum, it's the Angels 7 and the A's 4. So the Angels salvage the final game of this 3-game series. As far as the standings go, the Rangers lost as well, so the A's remain 8 games back in the American League West. 7-4 your final. Angels over the Athletics. Don't go away. A's postgame live with Damon Andrews.